Hello, guys. Welcome to the Jaron and Darrick Show. Today, we'll be looking at the ESPN Power Rankings for Week 6. But we won't be going for 30 minutes like last time because I bet you all were a little confused on why we went so long in such a list. Okay, getting us started here. Would you like to start with the first guy?
New York Jets.
Yes.
They stink.
They suck. Next. New York Giants.
They stink. Next, Atlanta Falcons.
They suck.
Next, Jacksonville Jaguars. Well, yeah, they haven't been doing too good.
Yeah, their defense sucks.
Go Jags. Denver Broncos. My team, not there yet.
Washington football team.
Although I will say, as far as the Denver Broncos go, going back to them, I'm excited to see them play the Patriots. They're definitely not going to win. If they do, that will be the biggest upset ever. Okay, moving on.
That'd be nuts.
Okay. Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Burrow's great.
Rest of the teams, out of here. Bye.
Okay.
You suck.
Next. Detroit Lions.
Pretty much the entire defense. Yeah, they're bad.
Yeah.
They're
Go Matt Stafford, but the team as a whole, not great, and the defense can't pull it together. Houston Texans.
This is an interesting team because, I mean, you know, they went to the playoffs last year. They got Deshaun Watson, a decent offense, a so-so defense.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're 1-4 right now, but that's probably because their schedule's been pretty tough.
I mean, yeah, it's kind of sad that they're down this low. But
they had a tough schedule.
They've had a tough schedule, and they haven't really been able to pull it together on some close games. Miami Dolphins. What?
Yeah, I mean, they literally just pooped on my 49ers. So.
Wait,
I
mean, they've been doing pretty decent to be ranked so low. Like,
I mean, yeah, they're lower than the Niners, and they just beat the Niners really badly.
Anyway, this should be subject to change because the Miami Dolphins have not been playing bad enough to get a 2-3 ranking.
Right.
Moving on. Philadelphia Eagles.
Another team that also beat the 49ers. They're lower.
See, this will be the question to see how high Jaron's 49ers are after 2 consecutive losses, right?
Yeah, to the Eagles and the Dolphins.
2 teams that are both ranked below the top 20. So let's see where the 49ers are at.
Next team, Minnesota
Vikings.
Hmm.
Didn't they almost beat the Seahawks?
Yeah, they lost by 1 point. It was a game-winning drive by Russell Wilson to beat them.
1-4, but
yeah.
you know, like
they need to pull it together.
You know, if they made it to the playoffs, I wouldn't be surprised if they upset a team. But you know, I don't think any of us are predicting a Super Bowl victory for them. Los Angeles Chargers. 20?
Yeah, I mean that's fair.
I think they should be.
I like Herbert. Herbert's a good guy. He's a good player.
I mean, they're 1-4. I think it's like a lot of these teams have been playing against, you know, some of the big good teams, and so it's
kind of awkward.
It's hard to judge until you get higher up. Okay, now we're moving on to the Carolina Panthers. 3-2, ranked 19.
That's fair.
Choice.
I mean, yeah.
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh no.
Dallas Cowboys are ranked far above the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
And far above above the Chargers and above several
teams.
Teams.
Above the Panthers, so.
I'm starting to recognize a theme that Dallas seems to get overrated as a habit. I think it's just that a lot of people like the Cowboys, and so they just tend to get overrated.
Well, and then Dak Prescott got hurt, so we should see a downtrend for the Cowboys.
Yeah, there should be. I mean, wait, how much of a downtrend was there for the Cowboys?
They stayed the same.
They stayed the same after losing Dak Prescott.
So, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah, ESPN.
Okay, the next is the Niners, and they fell
17.
4 spots from last week's ranking, and that's understandable because they got absolutely pummeled by the Dolphins.
It's understandable they fell. Should they have fallen more,
Sad.
Jaron, should they have fallen more?
No, because they'll probably fall more after this week if they lose to the Rams easily.
Yeah, I mean that's true. Okay.
Cardinals.
3-2.
3-2. I mean, yeah, I get it. But I mean, that's
no.
wait,
Aren't there some other 3-2 teams who?
There's a lot of 3-2 teams, but this is like the first 3-2 team right here.
Yeah. Okay.
So
Okay.
the next team, the Raiders. They beat the Chiefs in a crazy game. That game was crazy. Yeah.
The Raiders, I think, should be higher after beating the Chiefs. I mean, how many points did they go up? Oh, 17 rankings, it says. Wait, no.
No, they were 17th last week.
Oh, they're 17th last week. And so only 2 rankings up after beating the Chiefs?
Yeah.
See, I find it very interesting because, I guess this whole rankings thing, whoever's doing it, does not take into account an upset. Like, you win an upset and you go up by 1 or 2 spots, and it's like no difference between beating, the New York Jets versus beating the Kansas City Chiefs. I don't get it.
It's weird. Next team is the Indianapolis Colts at 14.
I mean,
Another
a lot
3-2
of people are saying that the Indianapolis Colts are really good. Like, just because they have a very complete team, defense is good.
Yeah, it's just the running game is lacking. I think that's like the one weak spot. They don't have like an established.
But they're
RB1.
like a solid team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The next team is the Chicago Bears at 13, and they're 4-1 this year, which is surprising.
Yeah,
it's definitely surprising.
Very surprising, especially with the whole quarterback carousel with
Nick Foles, Trubisky. You know, so it's
kind of wild. Okay, now we're moving on to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
They're 3-2 right now.
3-2 at 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yep, that's fair.
That's fair. Completely fair.
The New England Patriots
after missing a week. After missing a week.
Because of COVID.
2-2. They're going to beat the Broncos, probably. Should their ranking change after they beat the Broncos?
That's debatable. I mean, I don't think it should. The top 10 is the top 10 can change.
Let's see. I mean,
unless like the Browns get pummeled.
I'm really interested to see what ESPN ranks the top 4 teams, because the Seattle Seahawks almost lost.
Well, they've had so many one-score game victories, so they haven't really blown anyone out.
But they lost by 1 point.
No, they won by 1 point.
I mean, they won by 1 point.
Yeah. They have had a plethora of games where they've only won by 3 points, 4 points, 5 points. So
I mean, that just shows you in the NFL teams are really, really close, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of Russell Wilson magic or team spirit and something like
stop.
that.
Yeah,
one defensive stop, and it makes the difference between being ranked on the bottom versus being ranked on the top. I mean, it's crazy with some of these things.
So the number 10 is the Cleveland Browns at 4-1.
Mm-hmm.
Who thought the Browns would be 4-1 at this point in the season?
yeah. I mean, the Browns, the Bears, gosh.
New Orleans Saints at number 9. They're 3-2 right now. Biggest weakness, according to ESPN, is penalties.
Okay, we need to move on though. I mean,
Tennessee Titans.
Wait, Tennessee Titans. They beat the Bills.
Yeah.
See, this is shocking to me. What, seriously, what is wrong with these rankings? Because, in my opinion, I haven't seen a single ranking here really that couldn't have been the ranking last week.
Yeah. I mean, everything changed except for the Cowboys.
Well, I mean, no, but all these teams, the Raiders beat the Chiefs. They went up by only 2 rankings.
Yeah.
2 rankings in the grand scheme of things is nothing, because we just nod our heads about 2 rankings, unless it's at the very top. But to only go up by 2 rankings after beating the team that's ranked number 1 doesn't make sense. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Los Angeles Rams 4-1. They're ranked 7th. If you're a 4-1 team, you should be in the top 10 probably
easily. Yeah.
And so
there they are.
Pittsburgh Steelers 4-2.
4-0.
I'm seeing that from the wrong angle. Okay.
4-0.
4-0. Yes.
That's 6. So yeah, definitely.
So should they be above the Buffalo Bills, or?
I mean, maybe. I mean, you could probably put them above the Bills. I mean, it depends. Depends on any given Sunday, you know. We'll see. Well, the Bills just lost, so maybe they flip, you know. They flip spots. And the next team is the Baltimore Ravens. Biggest weakness, passing offense. Because Lamar Jackson is not a quarterback, he's a running back, at least for this year.
Yeah. Totally.
And number 3, the Chiefs. After throwing a game to the Oakland Raiders, they lost their number 1 spot from last week. Which is fair.
I totally agree.
Yeah, I mean, you lost to the Raiders, so you have to go down.
Green Bay Packers. Wait, so this means that the Seattle Seahawks are number 1.
So the Seahawks are 1. Okay, I guess sure.
They won by 1 point
Against the Vikings.
against the Vikings, and the Vikings are ranked like
20th.
20th.
Yeah.
So, I guess, if anything, this goes to show a few things. That there are no moral victories. If you lose by 1 point, the analysts do not care. So win.
Yeah. So win to go up some spots.
Yeah. If you win, you will go up in ESPN's rankings.
And if you lose, you'll go down. All right.
I'm still shocked, though, because apart from the Chiefs being down at 3, I think the rankings could have been the same last week, which is totally wild. So, anyway, until next time.
Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below, hit the notification bell, and follow all of our socials to keep. Screw that part. Never mind. We'll just cut it out.